Hang on. Hey, what's up, everybody? Time for an update. Then why not? So, for those that follow the channel, they'll know what's happened thus far. For those that haven't, this will probably still make some sense to you, or you can go back and watch some of the others. So Friday. On Friday, I relapsed. It was a 2-day relapse. I'm not proud of it. But I have to accept it, right? And it's all part of the process. So for those that don't know, because I am an alcoholic, I was trying to get myself into the GP, the doctors, to try and get some help, some assistance medically. Nerves got the better of me, obviously. I didn't end up going. Decided to have one drink. That turned into litres upon litres upon litres of alcohol, and yeah, I didn't do anything basically. So Friday, I made a video and posted Friday's video. I'll link it somewhere around. I woke up in the morning, I felt pretty shitty. I felt better throughout the day, and even towards the end of the day, I felt decent and hopeful again, and that's good. And then Saturday came. Oh God, Saturday came. So what was my trigger for Saturday? Because I drank on Saturday. What was my trigger for Saturday? It was Facebook, but not in the way that you think. So people that have watched some of the previous videos, I've mentioned obviously still being kind of in touch or friends with my ex-wife on Facebook, and that's purely until the house is sorted and everything financially is done and dusted, which makes sense. We need some form of communication, don't we? No, this was Marketplace. So this was Facebook Marketplace of all things. So basically I got like an old laptop. I got like an old MacBook from like 2018 that I haven't used for over a year now because I upgraded, and it was just sitting there. I had a look on eBay to see what it was worth. It was worth about, I don't know, £220. And I thought, I'm just leaving £220 on the table, just sitting there. So I reformatted it, and I thought I'm going to list it on eBay. Sorry, not list it on eBay, list it on Marketplace. Listed it on Marketplace. I just put the price as 160. I knew it was slow, but it is going to be slow. It's like 7 years old. And because obviously I don't want the confrontation of people saying, oh, you know, this, that and the other. I just thought I'll just price it low and just get a little bit of money back. So I priced it at 160. Put it on Marketplace. No problem. Completely forgot about it, to be fair, because I don't use Facebook all that often. And anyway, so Saturday comes around. I'm feeling okay, I'm feeling good, I'm sober again. I meet my mum for a coffee. So we have a coffee together. Everything's fine, everything's good. Don't feel the best, but you know, it's something I'm trying to work on. And I get a message. Somebody wants to buy it. No problem. They message me and they say, I'm 2 hours away. It's such a good price. Do you mind if I come in 2 hours and get it. And this was like 6 o'clock on Saturday night. And as soon as they said, even though I knew I had it for sale, as soon as they said, I'm going to come and get it, I start to like get anxious and panic a little bit, you know, just because I don't like to, like, I don't see anybody. I have like, I don't know, 2 hours of human interaction a week, if that, maybe an hour. I only see people for an hour a week, so 52 hours a year, you know, I see another human being, which is just crazy. And I know it's something I need to address, so I don't need the comments going wild saying, you know, this, that and the other. But yeah, so I started to panic, and obviously the first thing that an alcoholic does when they panic is they get more alcohol. So it's absolutely chucking it down. So I sat there and I was like, okay, maybe if I just get one bottle of wine, because one bottle of wine is nothing to an alcoholic, is it? It may as well be a glass of juice. It's not, one bottle of wine is nothing, right? So I'm thinking, maybe I get one bottle of wine, I kind of lower my inhibitions a tiny bit, I feel okay, a little bit more confident, I sell it, and then, you know, I go back to being sober, and I go to the gym and I do all the other kind of stuff. It isn't what happened. So he said 2 hours. I went over to the shop, I brought a bottle of wine, and for most alcoholics, they don't choose wine by the colour, red, white or rosé. They don't choose it by the type, Chardonnay or whatever. You just choose it by strength. I just pick 12.5%, 13% if I can, or red wine if they have it in 14%. That's how I choose wine. I think that's probably how a lot of alcoholics choose wine. So I buy a bottle of wine, it was 12%. Come home, put it in a glass, drink it literally within 15 minutes. Just because I'm so used to drinking cider, you know what I mean, quickly. I poured it in a glass and it was just gone, and then I was filling the glass up and it's gone, and it's filling the glass up, it's gone. And then I'm like, okay, so he's going to be here in an hour and a half. I'm like, all right, I'll just get three cider, so that'll be 1.5 litres of cider. I'll just get 1.5 litres of cider, strong cider. I'll drink that, and then when that's done, he'll be here. I'll be able to talk to him normally, because I don't know why, for some reason, I think like everyone's a scammer. I think people are going to just come in, take what they want and just leave. That's just like the overthinking of an alcoholic. We overthink everything, you know, and we have absolutely zero social skills, do we? Oh, so anyway, he messaged me, can I come and collect it? And do you know what another thing is? I don't know if other people think like this, but when, like, you know, when you list something on like Facebook or something, and people just put available with a question mark, it annoys me so much. Why can't people just say, hi, is this still available? I'd like to collect. Or hi, is this available? Would you mind if I offered you? Just a bit of politeness. It really frustrates me, but I really needed the money. So this guy just put available, question mark. I put yes. He put 120. I said, no, sorry, he put what's lowest? Not, okay, mate, what's the lowest that you take? What's lowest? I hate that. It really infuriates me. He put what's lowest, I put 160. And then I put, if I wanted less, I'd have put less. And then he waited about half an hour and he said, okay, I'll come get it, give me your address. So I'm thinking that some guy's going to turn up that's going to be so like obnoxious and, you know, kind of difficult to deal with. So I'm already starting to overthink all the time. So obviously I go get my wine, I drink the wine, I go get the ciders. He turns up anyway, 2 hours later, as he said he would. His kid's in the car. He comes in, I've already polished this MacBook down. It's absolute pristine condition. I'm already selling it for an absolute bargain. And obviously I've had a few drinks, so I'm trying to take him through the menus and stuff to show him that there's no iCloud on it and all the other stuff. And he literally just moves the mouse about, not the mouse, the trackpad, and he says, yeah, that's fine. But when he came in, he was so nice. It's like his texts didn't match his personality, and I think that mine do. You know, I always try and speak on text the same way that I would, like, just nice and courteous and, you know, thank you, please, and all that kind of stuff. Maybe some people are just different, but it gave me an impression of him straight away, and I didn't like it, and that caused me to drink. So I drank Saturday. I had one can left when he been and picked it up. He gave me the cash, no problem, he'd gone. I had one can left, and then I'm thinking to myself, if I don't drink it now, I might drink it in the morning. And if I drink it in the morning, it's going to set me up for, you know, a full day of drinking tomorrow. So I thought, right, I'll get it out of the way now and I'll go to bed. So I'll drink it in bed with all my clothes off, so I don't need to, or I don't want to get out and, you know, go and get some more, which is what I did. So that was a relatively successful Saturday, considering. So that's what happened to me Saturday. Just a simple marketplace sale, but because of the anxiety and the overthinking that alcohol gives you, led me to do that. And then I woke up Sunday, and obviously I didn't feel too bad because I'd only drank 1 bottle of wine and 1.5 litres of cider, which obviously is nothing compared to what I would normally drink. So I woke up Sunday, didn't feel fresh as a daisy, obviously, but didn't feel like I was hanging out my backside, you know. So I didn't make the gym, but for those that follow the channel know that I normally go to my mum's or something like that on a Sunday, or we go out for dinner, which I've been refusing a lot of weeks, which I want to get out the habit of doing, you know, because these are my parents and they're in their 70s and you don't know how many times you have with them. So that's something that's always on my mind. So yeah, so I went. So my mum rang me 12 o'clock. She said, do you want to come for dinner? I said yeah. I said, I'll come for dinner. I'll pick up some bits on the way through, maybe an apple pie or something like that. And she's like, oh, well, I'll pick you up and we'll go to Tesco and get an apple pie. And I said, I'll drive. And the reason she says to me, I'll pick you up, is because she just assumes that I'm drinking every weekend. I mean, little does she know that I drink every single day, but she thinks I'm just drinking every weekend. And I said, no, I said, it's okay. I said, I'll drive over. Because if she said to me, I'll pick you up, because basically you've got like my mum's house, my house, and then Tesco here. So it kind of half makes sense to go that way. But I said, no, I said, I'll go that way and then I'll come all the way to you. Yeah, so I did that. I went there, I had some dinner, we had the apple pie, I came home. Obviously I felt just, I didn't feel bad, I just felt lethargic, like I didn't want to do anything. But then my mind was working, saying, God, it's Sunday, you should be, you know, don't waste your Sunday. But sometimes you just have to give in to that, don't you, and just stick the TV on and just make sure that you don't drink. So I didn't drink Sunday. I haven't drank today. And yeah. So I wouldn't call it a relapse. I would say, and this is like another thing, I'm going to start walking back because it's getting windy. And this is like another thing a lot of people put like in the comments from when I did like 29 days and I relapsed. They said, don't call it a relapse, just call it a little hurdle, call it a little bump in the road. You have to call it what it is. you know, and the fact is that I failed. The thing is I'm really concerned that if I carry on and I say, oh, I'm still at day 30 or I'm still at day 31, it was only 2 days, then what's going to happen next time I want to have a drink? Someone calls me, I just think to myself, I can just have a drink and just carry on. The truth of the matter is I made 29 days, I failed, and we start again. You know, so it was a fail. I need to treat it as such. And I've just walked through loads and loads of mud. I'm not quite sure why I've picked this route. Well, I do. I've picked this route because this is the path of where nobody walks, so no one can hear me on my phone. So yeah. Again, so what's that? So I didn't drink. So I drank Saturday, didn't drink Sunday. Like I say, the reason I'm making the video so late today is just because I felt like dog crap today, you know, but it's what happens, isn't it? But certainly having the 30 days off has completely changed how I have recovered this time. Because when I was drinking consistently, so for those that haven't watched the first video, I'll link it somewhere here. Go and watch that and you'll see how I was, I think, in February. And that was after kind of no stopping for a long time, you know. As I say, I've been an alcoholic now for, 20 plus years, and I'm only 42. But I'd say like the last decade, it's been consistent every single day without fail. So there's a fucking guy behind me. So I'm gonna cut. Yeah. So if you make some dinner, I'm just talking to myself now, by the way. Fuck. Why can't you go anywhere? Shit. Fuck. Oh my god. It's funny, isn't it? Fuck. God, I don't know. Why do we do it to ourselves? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't even know where to go now. Here, I mean, he's entitled to walk the place as much as I am, but maybe I should start coming out at like 6 a.m. or something. I don't know. So anyway, I can't remember what I was saying. No idea. I don't even know why I started talking about dinner. I think I was trying to make that guy think like I was on FaceTime and not some tool on social media or trying to create videos, like, you know what I mean? Oh no. I don't even know where I am now. Right. Okay. Right, I'll go because I'm just waffling. Right, so yeah, so that's it. So I failed again on Saturday, sober Sunday, sober Monday. Thus far it's about 5:30, I think. I don't know, I'm just trying to gain some confidence. It's upsetting really, because I think to myself, if that guy had have come on Saturday, even though I was worried and I was anxious, like we all get, I think, if I'd have done that, probably done that, the guys just took a shortcut and fucking out with me. What the fuck? What the hell was going on? Problem is, I'm only 5'7", yeah? I don't even have long legs. So my strides are short. Yeah. That guy's about 6'2". Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, what I was saying was, it's a shame really, because if I'd have been able to do that transaction, you know, I'd have felt a lot better, wouldn't I? I'd have woke up Sunday knowing that I actually did something that I was anxious about doing, and I didn't need alcohol to do it. So I'm a little bit disappointed with myself really, but you know, we can't change what is done. What is done is what is done. So I'm going into a car park now, so I've definitely got to cut it off, because it's God. Right, anyway, that was this weekend. I'm sorry that I haven't been in touch, and I shall see you all tomorrow. I'm definitely going to do something for tomorrow, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Cool.